put it on me, that's designer. Drip, little bit. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin'?
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Buccaneers in possession of the football as we get back into it now in quarter number 3. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll roll him out, and this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Brady, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with
level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
That keeps the score. Buccaneers.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Dobbs, nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
Tom Brady sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Able to complete this to Chenault. And nothing but daylight ahead. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And now it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
To Ronald Jones.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
working from the gun. It's Brady.
30-yard line.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. Minimal gain.
Mike Evans.
There has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Their own 35-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Brady's throw there complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. A 3.
Now Brady again.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Again, it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
59, Mike, check.
Here's his Igbo, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dobbs. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 30. The 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run with his Igbo, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 and the 34. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 41 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Sliding out of the pocket. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't get it. And he's going to go down again. Devin White in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. The throw taken in by Cole. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll run with Thompson. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
14-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so maybe he didn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
And an athletic hurdle that he displayed. Not a whole lot thereafter, but a nice game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Gabbard. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Odell Beckham, 55 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The Buccaneer offense again out there to go for 2. Now Gabbard. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we run into 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Dobbs. His throw incomplete. He was looking for C.J. Board there. And it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. That's caught by Azigbo. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions.
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be 2nd down. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run, because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Dobbs flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
14. And the Jaguar first down.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs on the move to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Dobbs. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. First down, Jacksonville.
Operating from the gun, Dobbs. That's complete to Divine, a zig ball out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
At the Buccaneers' 12-yard line.
They'll run. It's a Zigbo. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Dobbs. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught at about the 6.
Complete.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, here's his Igbo. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Running it with Armstead. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That Complete.
To T.J. Logan. Out of bounds.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Short kick. One of the up in will take it down. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the backflip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
The quarterback forced out of bounds.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receivers won that route.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game.